Can you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your background in agriculture, especially?
Hello, my name is Pulung. I study at Facilitator as the business informatics. Currently, I don't really have any experience in agriculture. Yeah, but after this session, so the AgroLabs, I think I understand a little bit with the how to eco-friendly agriculture.
All right. Can you briefly introduce yourself and your background maybe in agriculture?
Hi, so my name is Febita and I'm in my fourth semester studying interior. So actually I don't have lots of background in agriculture, but my grandparents, they love gardening, and some of my relatives back in a small town in Indonesia, they do farming and have few cows and buffaloes.
All right. Can you briefly introduce yourself and probably your background in agriculture?
My name is Jessica Warfian. I am a third-year student here in Germany, but originally I'm from Pekanbaru, Indonesia, and I don't have that much experience in agriculture, but my mom is passionate about gardening, and our house, our backyard is always full of plants and vegetables growing up. And my family also have farm and we raise cattle, so maybe that much.
Alright. Können Sie sich kurz vorstellen und etwas über Ihren Hintergrund in der Landwirtschaft erzählen?
Hallo, ich bin Hamza. Ich bin völlig neu in der Landwirtschaft und habe ich bisher keine Erfahrung, aber ich war schon immer daran interessiert.
Can you briefly introduce yourself and tell about your background?
So my name is Helmi. I'm student of business informatics. I've grown up helping a small family farms, but I'm still new to new modern farming techniques and want to learn more about sustainability.
All right. So hello, can you briefly introduce yourself and your background?
Hello, I'm Shafira. I'm a student, and my family runs a vegetable farm on my home country, Indonesia. I grew up and helping them with farming, etc. And I want to build on this experience by learning about sustainable farming.
Can you briefly introduce yourself and probably tell us about your background in agriculture if you have?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Sophia, and my background in agriculture is that I have experience 2.5 years in my high school as a green representative. So I used to be involved in lots of projects, including our school project in making a greenhouse that focuses on hydroponics plants and also reusing and implementing a new irrigation system for the water in school.
All right. Can you briefly introduce yourself and tell us about your background, probably especially in agriculture?
Yeah, so hello, I'm Nawaf. I'm new to agriculture and just starting to learn. I don't have much experience actually, but I've always been interested in farming and want to understand how to do it sustainably.
All right.
So what motivated me to join these AgroLab programs is to have more insights and more knowledge, obviously, about both agriculture and business, because it might come as useful in my future practice.
So what motivated you to participate in the AgroLabs program?
My mom mostly. I mean, I'm always open to learn new things and gain new experiences, but aside from that, I think I want to find new ways to make farming more sustainable, just to make things easier for my mom.
Okay, so next questions. What motivated you to join this AgroLabs program?
So I think I would like to get more knowledge about how can I be better while farming without harming the environment, of course. And I think this program seems like a great way to get some advice and ideas, of course, from different backgrounds.
So, was hat Sie motiviert, am AgroLabs-Programm teilzunehmen?
Ich habe mich angemeldet, weil ich lernen möchte, wie Landwirtschaft funktioniert und wie man umweltfreundlich Lebensmittel anbauen kann.
Alright, so next questions. What motivated you to participate in the AgroLabs program?
I joined AgroLabs because I want to learn about advanced techniques to improve my family farm productivity, and also like I want to have like new ideas about reducing chemical use, and also improving resource efficiency to help the farming more eco-friendly.
So next questions. What motivated you to participate in the AgroLabs program?
I joined because I want to learn the basics and want to understand how to take care of the environment while growing crops. It's exciting to learn from experts and meet people with the same interests.
And what motivated you to participate in the AgroLabs program?
Because the topic itself is very interesting to me, and also because this project mainly has like a mix of the business aspect to it, and it aligns not only with my interests but also in what I currently study. So, and I also think that this is a great opportunity for me to find more like-minded people.
Alright. So what motivated you to participate in the AgroLabs program?
I joined because I want to maybe explore the agricultural stuff and maybe expand my
Knowledge?
knowledge, and maybe learning something new.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
I can't really say that much because I'm not very familiar with that, but I'd say new technologies, new and more advanced technology, I think could help improve the sustainability.
Probably you can say about the main challenges probably that you have faced in your agriculture experience.
I think first and foremost is the location, because Pekanbaru is, well, it's not located anywhere near or around volcanic mountains. It's actually in a coastal area, so it's not very good for agriculture. Like the soil itself is not very ideal, and not to mention the climate, because it's very hot. And yeah, that's why I think we need to find ways to improve productivity, also sustainability.
All right. Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
I think integrating composting for fertilizer can reduce cost and waste, and there's also an opportunity to change to like expand to organic farming, and nowadays there's also like higher demand on organic farming.
Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
Well, I think there is if you use the eco-friendly composite, and maybe with other technique that sustain the soils. Yeah, I think so.
That's all. Sehen Sie bestimmte Chancen zur Verbesserung der Nachhaltigkeit?
Ja, ich denke, einfache Dinge wie Kompostierung anstelle von chemischen Düngemitteln, Wasser sparen und das Anpflanzen verschiedener Kulturen können die Landwirtschaft sowohl für die Menschen als auch für die Umwelt verbessern.
Next questions. Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
I do think that this modern technology that we could perceive in these past years has a big role, and more opportunities and bring more opportunities for farming.
Okay, probably you can also mention about the main challenges that probably you have faced in your agriculture experience or something.
So it's not exactly my experience, but my relative who lives in this small town in Indonesia, they often face challenges such as weather. So for example, if it doesn't rain, it's tough for them to have source like water, and they only have traditional farming tools. So they choose to not buy these modern technology ones, but instead they use their money to buy other farming supplies.
Okay. Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
Of course there are. For example, we need to find especially in urban area, there are not a lot of plots that we can use to farm, so we need to be able to find an alternative for soil, and also for the water irrigation, as water is a scarce source nowadays, and also for the use of fertilizers and whatnot. We need to be more mindful about that.
Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
Yes, I think it's like simple steps, like composting waste, and then using less water and planting more diverse crops could make maybe the environment more eco-friendly.
Are there any specific opportunities you see for improving sustainability?
I think small steps like using natural fertilizers, planting a variety of crops, and saving water can make a big difference, even for a beginner like me.
Okay, how do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's really important because the old generation have some experience, and the younger people has new ideas, also the modern ideas, I would say, and the working together can make very very big improvement, I think. Yeah,
And also good collaborations.
yeah, that's right.
And how do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
Of course, it's very important because we can't deny the experiences those older generation have on farming and agriculture, but I think it's also important to if we can combine the experiences from the older generation and the technology from our generation, not to mention the fresh idea that we could bring, then it could really help improve the productivity, the sustainability and such for the agriculture.
How do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
I think it's very important because the older generation, they have so much experience and knowledge, while the young ones like me, we can bring the energy and creativity in this area.
Die nächste Frage: Wie wichtig finden Sie die Zusammenarbeit zwischen den Generationen in der nachhaltigen Landwirtschaft?
Ich denke, sie ist sehr wichtig. Ältere Landwirte haben viele Erfahrung, die sie weitergeben können, und junge Leute wie ich bringen Begeisterung und neue Ideen ein.
And how do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
I think it's highly important because for the older participants, they do have more knowledge based on their experience, of course, but the younger ones, they have like new ideas, like they have new point of views, and they knew more about technology, like modern farming technology and tools. But I think if they could share tips to each other, they could make farming more easier. They could make farming easier and have more possible benefits.
Okay. How do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
think we can use the practical experience from the older farmer, and maybe we can apply that with the ideas from the younger farmer. So maybe we can get the
Like combine them together.
yeah,
All right.
and maybe we can improve the technique for the agriculture. Yeah.
All right. And how do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaboration in sustainable agriculture?
Intergenerational.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly experiences.
Mhm.
So all the generations, they have experiences and knowledge that we
Mhm.
might be able to learn from.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the young people, we have ideas and creativity, and we also have like new acquired knowledge
Mhm.
surrounding the technologies that keep improving around us.
All right. So how do you perceive the importance of intergenerational collaborations in sustainable agriculture?
It's very important. And older farmer like my parents, they have valuable experience managing farms and also like dealing with risk. And younger farmers like me, like I can give new ideas, like using new technologies, and also trying alternative farm methods. And together we can combine both of them.
What was most useful about the AgroLab sessions?
Maybe the information that I get from the session. So with the cost and the tools and how much work do I have to do the agriculture, because I don't really know.
Mhm.
So I don't really have information about it before. Yeah.
And what was most useful about the AgroLab sessions today?
It helped me to understand how to plan step by step, set goals, and to think about what I need to do to start farming.
All right. What was most useful about the AgroLab session today?
I think I find the entrepreneurship lesson and the business strategy plan as the most interesting and most useful for me. I find it really interesting.
Okay. What was most useful about the AgroLab sessions?
I think the session was really helpful because we discussed about the how to farm better
Mhm.
and like figuring out the costs, and also teaching me how to proper or better to
Mhm.
sell the product.
Okay. And what was most useful about the AgroLab session today?
The session taught me to have how to have clear goals and plan for risk, and also calculate profits effectivity, and like how to make our family farm stand out by focusing on organic farming and sustainable practice.
Und was war das Nützlichste an der AgroLab-Sitzung?
Die Sitzung hat mir geholfen,
Mhm.
die Grundlagen der Planung zu verstehen und darüber nachzudenken, wie man Kosten, Risiken und die nächsten Schritte beim Start eines landwirtschaftlichen Betriebs berücksichtigt.
So, what was most useful about the AgroLab session today?
So in this session, I have learned about marketing plan, which could be useful for to expand my business ideas.
All right. And what was most useful about the AgroLab sessions today?
What I find really useful is the new knowledge that I gained from this seminar
Mm-hmm.
or project,
Mhm.
and also so many people that I met that also have different yet same mindset and ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and also seeing it being discussed and also being presented to me, it really opens my eyes that
Mhm.
there are so many steps that I might have missed, and there's also thing that I only got to learn from this project that I find it's really mind-opening.
And where do you see your agriculture perspective in the next 5 years, maybe particularly in terms of sustainability?
So because nowadays we have improving technologies and also people more willing to implement farming life in their urban lives, I think in the next 5 years we would be able to, hopefully, with the growing interest that every household would be able to have their own urban farm, even though it's only a small place in the corner of their balcony, or maybe it would be just as small as just taking up a space of one desk. And I think it would be totally possible in the next 5 years, especially if we are also counting about how it would also be beneficial for us monetarily and financially, not only to keep up with it but also to actually sow and reap what we farmed.
All right. And where do you see your agriculture perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
So in the next 5 years, to be honest, I don't know whether I will have a business with agricultural prospect in mind, but I hope that I could help my relatives to have a sustainable farm, which also put eco-friendly practice to priority.
Alright. Wo sehen Sie Ihre landwirtschaftlichen Perspektiven in den nächsten 5 Jahren, insbesondere im Hinblick auf Nachhaltigkeit?
Ja, in 5 Jahren hoffe ich, einen kleinen Hof zu haben, auf dem ich umweltfreundlich Lebensmittel anbaue. Ich möchte außerdem weiter lernen und mich in der Landwirtschaft stetig verbessern.
And where do you see your agricultural perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
In the next 5 years, maybe I can help our family farm like changing from the older method to like new one, so that it can be more organic, and also organic farming, and also reducing waste.
Okay.
So where do you see your agricultural perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
Okay. I hope to have a small and successful farm that use clean and how to say that, without chemical, of course, to grow a healthy food that can be consumed, of course, while protecting the environment.
All right. So where do you see your agricultural perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
I can't say that that is the field that I want to pursue in the future, but for my mom, at least, if I can do anything to help her, that I would gladly do so.
All right. And where do you see your agricultural perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
I hope to start a small farm that grows food in an environmentally friendly way, and I want to keep learning and improving over time.
Okay. And where do you see your agricultural perspective in the next 5 years, particularly in terms of sustainability?
Maybe in 5 years, maybe there is more, I don't know, like in better technique for the agriculture, so maybe I can use it for maybe growing some tomatoes or simple stuff like that.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience or aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
I think after I joined the session, I feel that everyone can start the small stuff, like difference in agriculture. So we can start from the beginning and then keep learning. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience maybe or aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
I've learned that even beginners like me can make a big difference by starting small and focusing on sustainable methods. I'm excited to continue this journey and see where it takes me.
All right, thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience maybe or about aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
I believe sustainable agriculture requires constant adaptation and learning. So that's why I'm actually really glad that there are programs such as AgroLabs to help us improve that. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience or aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
I think it's really exciting because the small change can help us improving and save the planet and our people by consuming the healthy food. And I'm glad that I'm starting now and keep improving.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else you would like to share about your experience maybe or probably about aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
For now, what I think is it's important to balance the traditional farming and the modern techniques, because we cannot really leave all the traditional farming at once. But I think I will try to use these new ideas to our farm to be more sustainable. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much. So, die letzte Frage. Möchten Sie noch etwas über Ihre Erfahrungen oder Ihre Ziele in der nachhaltigen Landwirtschaft teilen?
Ich habe gelernt, dass jeder mit kleinen Schritten und einem Fokus auf Nachhaltigkeit in die Landwirtschaft ansteigen kann. Ich bin begeistert, weiterhin zu lernen und zu sehen, wohin mich dieser Weg führt.
Vielen Dank.
Dankeschön.
Alright, so is there anything else you would like to share about your experience or maybe about aspiration in sustainable agriculture?
So, like after this session, I've learned more about business. I have learned both about business and agriculture. I hope that I could bring what I've learned today back to Indonesia and help my relative who do farming.
Alright, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would like to share maybe about your experience or probably about aspirations in sustainable agriculture?
I hope that there are more young people who would be interested in this topic, mainly because I think agriculture is a thing that would always be useful, regardless of whether our world would be improving or it would be declining, because food is a main source for everything. And also farming is like a basic knowledge that I think if this world would, like, if we ignore all the modern things such as like AI and also like fame and whatnot, the baseline of life itself is actually food and source of water, and also just living together with nature.
Alright, thank you so much.